morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz. Good morning!
Yeah!
I kind of did the same thing just now. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning, how y'all doing today on this fine Tuesday afternoon? We are here doing what we do, hanging out with our people. It is another scorcher. It's gonna be hot as hell yet again. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Miss Tony, Rockstone, Triz, Maya. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Blaze the fire. Dash away the fire. Bomber ass. Rasclot.
How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? It is Tuesday.
How acceptable is curse words in different languages?
Ooh. What do you mean by that?
Like ras and bumbleclard and things
Acceptable
like
to
that.
what?
Like if you're in a setting, maybe against like people, and you're like, oh no, bumbleclot.
Depends the culture.
Yeah.
Like if you're with the white people, if you say bumbleclot,
They're probably like, oh, rasclat.
They'll laugh because they think it's funny because Bumbleclot became TikTok famous because the people say it on that. Yeah, everybody knows what that means now because they started using it. Now white people be like Bumbleclot all the time. They think it's hilarious.
Bumbleclot. That is funny.
Is it the meme that's like bumbleclot, right?
Right, and the reel with the white boy who gave his little sister a cat or something, and she named it Bumbleclot.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, like all of those things. So yeah, like Bumbleclot is very,
I
think it's mainstream.
This main just a household curse.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. All right. Well, bumbleclot.
Yeah.
Just put that out there real quick. Start the day with that. Quick check-in. How y'all doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Quick
I'm
check-in.
tired though. I gotta admit that I'm tired. Last night we attended the Last for Legacy. Is that what it's called?
I believe so.
Something like that. Jaylen Brown's Last for Legacy event at Big Night Live. It was very, very nice. There were comedians there. There was a little white lady from Boston, not quite sure of her name. Little black man from Boston, and I'm not quite sure of his name either.
Supposed to know these
I
things.
see, but they knew the white lady do have a special.
And the black man has a special on Hulu.
Oh, okay, yes,
Yeah.
good
And
for
they're from
them.
Boston?
They're both from Boston.
Carlos, I got it.
Yes.
I got you. Let me tell you who they
They
are.
have them up here.
I got to have. I know. I was making sure that I paid attention to them. Oh no, that's the wrong one.
I think
Yep.
that during their sets though, so here's the thing. They said that the event was starting at 7:00, and I think many people tried to arrive in the 7:00 hour.
Yeah.
And then it didn't actually start until 9:00.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So I think while those two were on stage, people were getting
Acclimated.
ready.
Yeah.
And so we didn't.
You weren't able to,
I wasn't able to give them the attention that they needed.
Corey Rodriguez.
Oh,
Corey
really?
Rodriguez is the black guy from Boston.
And he does have a special on Hulu.
Yep, he does have a special. It was Sam J from Boston as well.
Absolutely.
Gary Owen,
Hilarious.
Dion Cole.
Gary Owen was there?
Yep.
Gary Owen,
Dion
Dion
Cole
Cole,
was there?
And Lil Duval.
and Lil
Lil
Duval.
This was last night.
This was last night.
But
And it was like I started seeing the advertisements for it.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
That's what YSham said. She didn't know about it until just right before it.
One of my friends had sent me a link for it a while ago, and I just registered. When I get links, I register because I'll never remember. But I didn't look at it. I didn't see anything. I think I saw Jaylen Brown, and I was like, yeah, I'm there. But I didn't know what it was.
wow.
Goodly, yeah.
That's a pretty dope lineup.
Yeah,
It was a good lineup.
It was a good lineup. Sam J is like
Out of control.
She's out of control and absolutely hilarious. Lil Duval did his thing last night, and of course he had us singing along, "Living My Best Life." And then Gary Owen is very funny. He's funny. He's a black white man, and Dion Cole shut it down. Like Dion Cole. The thing about Dion Cole is, if you watch Blackish, you wouldn't think that Dion Cole is as funny as he is, because they kind of portray him as like somebody who's not very smart. But Dion Cole is very, very witty and very, very funny, and I very much appreciate his comedy. And I quite enjoyed it, me being a vintage woman and Danielle, being pre-vintage.
You know what? He is very funny and Blackish too, and he might appear, but if you look at where he is, he's always in a top leadership role, either the professor or the chancellor or whatever. So I think that what they're trying to do in that is make him like he's book smart probably, but just not very whatever. I love that show. Period.
Blackish was I binged Blackish hard.
Good show, like a good show.
I still never saw it. Blackish or grownish or childish.
Oh, I watched all of them.
Oh my God,
I watched Blackish.
Tristan.
What is it? Mixish? Is that the other one? That what it was?
No, I think it's
grownish, wokish.
Mixish?
No.
Whitish?
White, blackish, grownish.
With the black mom and the white.
It was called grownish.
No, Grownish is the
another
college
spin-off,
which was really good.
There's a whole other one.
But there's what was it? The black mom and the white father. It was Rainbow's origin story. But what was that called? Mixish? I think it was Mixish.
Mixes, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Snyder said Dion Cole is great. Average Joe, even though it's a funny.
Average Joe, I did enjoy Average Joe.
So I couldn't fit. It is mixed dish.
Yeah.
Mixed. I couldn't finish Average Joe.
Really?
I want to.
It
wasn't that it was bad. I just feel like I didn't do it.
Yeah,
Why y'all keep closing this door?
I thought it was.
No, the opening the door gets it cool.
You know what I would like? A fridge.
Oh yes, we're gonna get that.
Man.
We're gonna get that today.
Oh,
today.
Look at that.
Speaking of, today is Prime Day.
It is. Starts
Prime week, right?
Prime days.
Couple days.
Yep.
Prime couple days. I'm not sure what they have on there, if it's anything of liege of good. But yeah, I gotta do some negotiation.
Very nice, very nice. So Sauce, how did you enjoy your evening?
My evening was good. After a very tumultuous morning, I went and got my nails done. And I went home and what the hell I else did?
Went to the comedy show.
No, before that.
Walked the dog.
I walked the dog, and I just kind of maybe that's what I did. I think I just sat. I don't know what I did, but that's what I did. I had a calming afternoon,
There you go.
and
Very nice.
it went up from what it was. So that was a very good change of pace for me. I needed that. So.
Trajectory.
Yes, trajectory. Good. Yes. So that's where we're at today, and that's where we're doing.
Oh, and I want to give a big shout out to Charlene, who came through and hooked us up last night, which was really nice.
And Big Mike.
And Big Mike, of course. Yes,
Big Mike. Yes.
Very nice.
All right.
With that said, we're going to get this show started because we got a lot going on. Yesterday, Trini Extreme could not join us due to some conflict, but we will be rescheduling him. But however, we're bringing back the food to the mornings. And we're going to be talking to our neighbors, Finn's Fusion from downstairs later on today. So I'm really excited about that because we've been talking about him so much by just saying thank you to him. But today you guys will get to hear about his story, know about his grand opening, and so much more. So keep it locked to Spark FM for more information about everything. Yeah. With that said, let's get this party started.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
What is this, Doctor?
This is
Well, Spark of New England, Spark FM.
Bringing the heat back to the airwaves.
Turn us up.
all right. Let's take a look.
You want to, and you're running with you. Ooh, why she's so fly? She something me, freaky. You can get mad if you want to, do whatever you want, but you still gon' babe. She likes it my way, my way. Give that
by her knees. She keeps coming
Look at
back
that.
to see me do
Making
it.
hits up in the Spark FM studio.
Woo!
I think one of the comedians, what is it? Like Usher got something.
Oh, change clothes.
Change clothes. Change clothes catalog. I gotta pay my insurance bill before they cancel that. That's terrible. Anyhow, let's get this party started with the show for today. Do we have a show?
Yeah.
Oh, good. So don't forget, we have tickets for Jerk Fest that's coming up at the end of the week. We also have You Nice Boat Ride that is coming up very soon too. That's in 2 weeks.
Next week.
Yes.
Y'all ever be like
2 weeks.
I'm excited for that.
I am too.
Because I need a good vibey boat ride.
I need right, like a good dancing vibey
And that's a
boat
dancing
ride.
boat ride.
That's a dancing ass boat
That
ride.
is the dance.
Like you have to dance on that boat
Oh,
ride.
yeah.
You can't just sit down, and floss and flex. You have to dance.
Yeah.
With the combination of the rhythm section and the DJ going at the same time.
Yeah.
Like it's just never ending fun.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
Daryl said I gotta get my vocals in check. Leave me alone.
Janet said, "What's the color scheme this year?" It's animal print.
Animal
Exotica.
Animal prints.
So that is coming up, and we got more tickets on the way for you guys for some other things that I'm working on right now. But today is going to be another hot day. It is Tuesday, July 8th. Again, Tuesday, July 8th. For you guys that don't know what it is, last week was very confusing with the dates. Because Friday was the holiday, so it made it feel like it was like it was the weekend already. So by Sunday, it felt.
Well, Thursday was a holiday. Right?
Thursday,
Friday was
was a holiday. So Thursday Friday felt like Saturday and so forth. We can never get that corrected. So that is good now. Today's weather is flood watch. These conditions are expected by 2 o'clock p.m. Tuesday, July 8th. Additional alert is the heat advisory. It's going to reach a high of 93 degrees today. 93 degrees. Wow. Currently, it is 85. And I will tell you right now, if you have not been out the house, it is friggin' hot. It is hot already. I feel flushed. These glasses make me look, very homely. Homebody,
Oh, no.
Let me wear yours.
No.
Okay. So yes, it's gonna rain later on today. It's a 45% chance of rain, and actually for the rest of the week, it's supposed to rain. There's 80% on Wednesday, 80% on Thursday, 70% on Friday. So shout out to Pastor Troy because his rain barrel will catch all of everything
barrel.
he was.
Oh, did Pastor Troy's fertilizer get delivered?
His fertilizer got delivered. He's got his spigot for his rain barrel that he has created a contraption that collects the rain from the sun and drips down into a bucket where he
You got to show me how to make one of them.
Chisels it.
Well, that's good. Well, I'll tell you what, when the rapture comes, Pastor Troy's going to be ready because he's harvesting.
We get harvesting. We get all our fruits and our Swiss chard and all of the things that we need.
I love a Swiss chard.
What's Swiss chard? That's one of them spinaches and
it's greens.
Those things. Why is there so many green things that all are the same?
Oh, because
spinach,
we're supposed to eat
Swiss
those things
chard,
and be of the earth.
callaloo, kale.
Those are all different.
They're all different, but they're all the same
Greens.
family. Yeah.
But they all good.
Fibrous.
Yeah.
Help you poops.
Yeah.
A lot of you guys are full of shit, so you should be eating more greens.
Wow.
You sound like my grandmother. Come drink some purge.
Come drink some purge.
Do you remember that when our grandmothers would be like, just randomly, be like,
sip some purge.
Hey, come drink some castor oil. Mix it with orange juice and pour it down your throat. Random. Out of nowhere. It's crazy. We need those days
The
back.
fish oil, the SOS oil, all the oil.
Oh, God. Disgusting.
Stop having Caribbean.
Child, I'm telling you. Anyhow, let's get into
into it. Miss Tony, what's going on around the way?
Man, the things are going on around the way. It's a lot of updates that we have in this thing. So criminal defendants released from jail because of lawyer work stoppage. So we talked about this yesterday.
Yes, we did.
And indeed, it did happen. A lot of people people ended up getting released yesterday because there's nobody to defend them, and so therefore they're not guilty. 4 criminal defendants were released from jail on Monday in Boston because they have not had an attorney for more than 7 days, the result of a defense attorney shortage and ongoing work stoppage. The 4 defendants ordered release include 2 facing drug distribution charges, a man accused of choking his partner, and a man accused of receiving stolen property.
Wow.
Those crimes aren't that bad. I got arrested and I had no legal aid, said Deshaun Lawrence, the first defendant released. He said he was confident he would have been released sooner if he had proper representation. I was really, really frustrated because I lost a lot, including his job at Target. Damn.
Defendants, potentially of many, have been released from jail because even after waiting, they don't have access to court-appointed attorneys. The attorneys are on a work stoppage as they protest what the state pays them. As WBZ's Christina Rex reports, if this goes on any longer, some of these defendants, including some charged with violent crimes, could have their cases thrown out altogether.
All right, happy to be out? Yes, sir.
That's Deshaun Lawrence, walking out of court, a free man for now.
Good morning, Mr. Lawrence.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Minutes before, he was cuffed, and he's facing drug distribution charges. Lawrence was released because for more than 7 days, he was not represented by a lawyer.
I got arrested, and I didn't have no actual legal aid, like I said, to defend me, my rights. And I was really, really frustrated because I lost a lot.
In court in Boston Monday, 4 criminal defendants were released, including a woman charged with distributing drugs and a man accused of choking his partner. Hundreds more could be released in the coming weeks. Why? Because the state's highest court ruled that any defendant without a lawyer for 7 days or more must be set free.
This is an absolute crisis. 20% of the lawyers can't take 80% of the case, 100% of the cases.
Right now, only full-time public defenders are working. Usually, they take only about 20% of cases, and private attorneys known as bar advocates take the remaining 80% of court-appointed work. But they stopped working after Memorial Day in protest of poor pay and declining staff.
This has clearly reached a critical stage. It's reached an emergency stage. We need to fix this in order to keep qualified lawyers in this industry, in this practice, and then also to attract and recruit more.
In the meantime, defendants like Brittany DeGrassa, accused of distributing drugs, are back out on the street.
I'm grateful because without the lawyers, I'd probably still be in there, honestly.
The situation is frustrating for lawyers and judges who have to release criminal defendants because of staffing issues.
Unfortunately, we haven't found anyone willing to take the cases.
Not one person. You're reporting to the court that not one private attorney will accept a case.
That's correct.
It's up to the legislature to raise the pay rate for bar advocates to get them back to work. Now, just last week, Governor Healy signed this year's budget into law with no pay raise listed. These hearings will continue for the foreseeable future, and they start in Middlesex County this Wednesday. In Boston, Christina Rex, WBZ News.
The first criminal.
That's such an interesting concept, right?
Yeah.
So many ways that can go if you think about it. So for the criminal, they get off scot-free, no accountability because they have no public defenders.
Yep.
For the public defenders, they are on strike for pay and short staff, so they went on strike to make it shorter staffed, which is okay for them, but the lawyers that are still there can't rightfully take your case and care about it if I have 70 other cases. So either I get a public defender who will take my case and do a shitty job and land me in jail, or I just tell the people I can't find no lawyer and I just go out here and go to Dunkin' Donuts. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I find it weird that every 6 months, the big, like one of the second or third most expensive states, Massachusetts, is always having all
some
these
type
companies
of strike.
that's always on strike. The trash people are on strike.
The
lawyers are
nurses
on strike. The
everything,
nurses
yeah.
on strike. The teachers on strike. Why don't they
Because-
pay these people? in
But
Massachusetts?
in the meantime, Donald Trump just put us into $3.3 billion deficit. So.
Exactly. So trillion.
Trillion. My bad.
So, and that's the thing. Boston people strike for higher wages because it costs more to live here. So we need more money in order to live. So You can keep on making the city expensive, but none of the workers can work and none of the people can afford to live here. So what is Boston going to actually turn out to be? Like, where is Boston going to end up?
Yeah.
We're trying to increase minimum wage at least, is it 15 already?
I think so.
Yeah. Or $14.75.
We pay one of the highest.
We pay one of the highest, but we're also
wages.
top 2 in the nation. I think just the other day I read that we had surpassed New York for average rental prices or something like that. So we are at 15. Oh, just this year at $15 an hour. That's crazy.
Just this year?
Just this year.
Because we were making $15 an hour when we worked for Amazon.
Yeah, but you don't. That's just the minimum wage. Amazon was paying us a little more.
Oh, okay.
Washington D.C. pays $17.50. California $16.50. Connecticut $16.50. New York $16.50.
I'm moving to Connecticut. There's a little something going on in Connecticut the other day too. We should go there.
There's a lot of things happening in Connecticut. Do we miss Juve weekend?
No, but what? Are you gonna go? wait, what? You gonna go?
Absolutely not.
Cool Joe, you moved to Brooklyn?
We saw him yesterday.
Who do we say?
Cool Joe.
Oh,
Cool Joe. Boston is coming just like New York.
It is. It's ridiculous.
He moved to Brooklyn?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Wasn't he in Florida?
He was here yesterday.
We did see him yesterday.
Outside.
Okay, what else is happening in and around Boston? Massachusetts landlords adjust pricing ahead of new broker fee rule. What's that now? A new rule on broker fees in Massachusetts is set to take effect on August 1st.
This is actually pretty dope.
And will shift the responsibility from the tenant to the landlord. Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey signed the bill into law on Friday and eliminates renter-paid broker fees except when the tenant specifically hires a broker.
Ain't that something?
Look at that. Critics of the new rule believe landlords are going to offset the cost by raising rent prices. Several real estate agents told Boston 25 News that that's already happening with rental listings about to hit the market in the upcoming days and weeks. You're going to see an uptick in rent right out of the gate, said Mark Ruan of MGS Group Real Estate. Speaking with landlords over the last few days, they're already planning on this. Ruan said renters have reluctantly accepted the extra upfront cost of a full month's rent in recent years to keep their applications competitive in a tight housing market with limited inventory.
All right, here goes a clip.
Take effect on August 1st, shifting what's typically a full month's rent payment onto the landlord instead of the renter.
I think it's almost like putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound.
Renter-paid broker fees are coming to an end in Massachusetts in less than a month, and real estate agent Mark Ruane says it's already impacting the pricing of rental inventory that's about to hit the market.
The landlords are going to absorb these costs, and they're just going to raise their rents. Landlords are already strategically pricing their properties to reflect these changes.
Ruane with MGS Group Real Estate says renters have reluctantly accepted the extra cost of a full month's rent in recent years to keep their applications competitive in a tight housing market with limited inventory.
People just starting out their careers to where, you know, that extra 1x month of rent on top of everything is cumbersome and keeps them from getting ahead.
Colin Flynn, who lives in Boston's South End, says the upfront costs to move into an apartment with a broker's fee, often surpassing $10,000, have been draining renters' bank accounts for far too long.
It'll amortize differently than having to shell that out immediately.
That's crazy.
When you get slapped with, like, you know, broker's fee, first, last, security.
Critics of the new rules say lawmakers should be more focused on increasing the supply in the rental market and believe it won't absolve renters from the cost of a broker to screen applicants, conduct background checks, and make sure housing laws are being complied with.
They'll raise the rent, or they will require the renter to bring their own broker. I feel like this broker thing, it was 2 sentences worth of work for the legislature. It's generated a lot more buzz than it's worth.
Real estate agents with decades of experience here in Boston say landlords used to pay broker fees when the market was soft, then often split it with the tenant when things balanced out before the market got really competitive. Some predict that this new policy will lead to more multi-year leases. In Boston, Drew Caritas for your local station, Boston 25 News.
So what is this?
So basically, you would have to pay someone to help you find an apartment, which doesn't make any sense. Because why would I pay you to help me find an apartment when the landlord should be paying you for me to come into your apartment? So what she did is put it back on the landlords that they have to pay for that, because it doesn't make any sense. I'm not making any money off of me renting from you.
Yeah.
So why would I have to pay for you to help me move into your apartment for me to pay you? So on top of
and it used to be a full month's rent.
Yep. First, last security broker fee.
Yeah.
Who can afford that?
Yep.
I can't even move into the apartment I want to because I can't afford the upfront cost.
That's almost $20,000.
Yeah.
Just to move in.
That's crazy.
Yep, that's what it's been. That's what's been going on. I've seen it. I remember my part when I moved into Hollander Street. They wanted to charge us a $600 broker fee, and we were like, oh no, we're not going to take the apartment. The landlord was like, don't do that. And then we were like, oh, okay, we're not going to take the apartment. And then she gave us her number. We just went through her.
Oh, see, that makes sense because I don't like
Is it not on?
The AC's on, yeah.
Is it coming through here?
Oh,
I might have to put it up.
Jump up right around up there.
I feel it. I feel it
Okay.
right above my head.
It was 87 when we walked in here today, so it needs some time. It's rather a decent sized space we have here.
It is. Indeed it is. And if anybody needs to rent a little space, then come on down here and check it out.
Yes, we are actually the cheapest one around.
The cheapest. Yes.
Go ahead.
The most affordable. And so that is that story. And now the next story. Passenger on flight bound for Boston dies following a medical emergency. A passenger on a flight into Boston died Monday after they experienced a medical emergency as it approached Logan Airport. The passenger on JetBlue flight B6502. JetBlue's been having a lot of crap going on with it. Remember, it was a JetBlue flight that veered off the runway here. It also, another JetBlue flight veered off the runway in Orlando last week. And now this patient dies. Can you open that door? Dies on the flight from Phoenix to Boston, suffered a medical emergency as it neared landing at Logan. EMTs met the flight on the ground and transported the passenger to a hospital where they were pronounced dead.
Damn. That's crazy.
Remember that time we was on a cruise and somebody died?
Somebody did die. They did die. Did they ever helicopter them off, or did they just leave them downstairs in the morgue?
They left them in the morgue, I think, until we got to the next port.
Yes.
And it was like an at-sea day for like 2 days. So they were,
stuck on the poo-poo ship.
No.
Y'all wasn't on the poop ship?
No, sir.
What does
Remember
that mean?
the ship that everybody caught the diarrhea on?
No.
Oh, the Norwalk virus ship. No, we wasn't on that one. She did catch the Norwalk.
I did catch the Norwalk virus while we were on a cruise, but it wasn't the poop. It wasn't the poop ship.
Oh, wait.
It was a poop ship for me.
Get it? Poop ship, poop shit.
Thank you for that. Woo! Funny. Y'all are a mess. So that's what happened there. The last middle school closes in Boston district. What does that mean? The district is shifting to schools that house grades 7 to 12. Oh, so the Lila G. Frederick Pilot Middle School will become an elementary
That's right
campus.
there on Columbia Road. That's what that was
that big
called.
school.
Yeah, the Lila G. Frederick. Yep.
Oh, the last standalone middle school in Boston district has closed. So what are they going to do with that? Didn't they just build that?
It's going to turn into another school.
Oh, it's going to turn into another school. That's what they just said. That's what I just read. Right?
Yes.
The news reports that closing the Frederick campus is part of the district's effort to address declines in enrollment in the 48,000 school district, shifts students to schools that house grades 7 to 12. Some words seem to be missing in that sentence, and I don't know. Plans were first announced in 2018 to phase out middle school campuses over 5 years. One by one, the schools closed. By the time the Frederick's closure came up for a vote in 2024, the community community did not put up a fight. 60 years ago, education scholars believed middle schools could tailor educations to that age group. More recently, researchers have found that damage wrought by transitions from school to school is not worth the disadvantages specialization provides, and achievement declines as students have to adapt to a new school. The Frederick opened in 2003 as new Boston Pilot Middle School. When Frederick passed away in 2005, the school was renamed in her honor. Although the middle school is closing, the campus will retain the Frederick name. It will become home for a new elementary school, a merger of the Winthrop and Clapp elementary schools, part of a broader district efforts to have fewer but larger schools.
That's fine. What are they going to do with the schools that they are shutting down?
The other two? Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But Frederick, what are they doing with this one?
The Frederick is going to be elementary school, the Winthrop and the Clapp together.
Oh.
Are going to go move to the Frederick campus.
I feel like that. I'm not mad at this. Do we need to have a separate middle school for those who are transitioning into high school?
I do. I think I do like the idea of a middle high school. I think I like that 7 through 12.
Yeah, 7 through 12. But I don't think that you need to have a distinguished middle school only just for middle schoolers. Like you can
6
just
through 8 is middle school, right?
Yes, yeah. So we don't need a full school for 2 grades. We can, those who are in elementary go to elementary, and then you transition to middle high school.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? And then make all them other schools apartment buildings for the homeless. There's already rooms. There's already bathrooms. Some of them got showers. There's lockers, all kind of stuff. It's a dormitory.
I like it.
Pretty much a dormitorio.
And isn't a dormitory what they're living in these little tents and stuff that they're making outside? They all share one bucket.
They're co-living, not share one bucket.
And things like that. So give them a real bathroom.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. Saucy for me on 2020. The next time. Suspect in 14-year-old arrested with a loaded firearm in Dorchester. 14. On Sunday, July 6, 2025, officers assigned to District B2, Roxbury, arrested a 14-year-old juvenile male on firearms-related charges at about 1:10 a.m. 1:10 a.m. Officers responded to the area of 125 Alexander Street. That's right over there by your house. Your area.
Your husband been a little fire-ish, huh?
Yeah, your area is a cesspool of danger. For a loud party call, as officers were clearing the party, they observed a group of 5 individuals congregating outside the address. An individual was seen clutching his waistband.
Where's Alexander Street? That's right across.
You come back with one juice?
In this big hot place with one juice?
One cold juice?
I'm about to go get a cup.
Me as well. I got $1.25. Officers observed what appeared to be a bulge in the middle of the suspect's waistband. Yeah. The suspect stopped and before...
Was it a gun or was he just happy to see them?
Entering the... And a pat and frisk was conducted. Officers quickly recovered a firearm from the suspect's waistband. The firearm was processed by detectives and he determined to have 1 round in the chamber and 9 rounds in the magazine. The 14-year-old was placed under arrest and is expected to be arraigned in Dorchester District Court. He is charged with delinquent to wit, carrying a firearm without a license, delinquent to wit, carrying a loaded firearm without a license, and delinquent to wit, possession of ammunition without an FID card. Isn't patting your waistband the immediate tell that you have something on your waistband?
That's literally what I do every time I want to scare somebody off.
All of the stories that we've read in the past, 4 weeks. Clutching waist.
Yeah. Holding their waistband and
pulling up their pants.
Pulling their pants up.
Why don't they be, remember the little Englishmen in 007? They used to have the little thing around their socks where they used to keep the gun in. Why don't they put that in there?
Because I feel like that's a little bit more inconvenient. In order to shoot someone, I would have to,
when these guys
bend over, take up my pants band, get my gun, clock it, and then go.
Or you can just pull it out of your waist.
Yeah, just whip it out, hold it sideways like this. Sideways, upside down. Pop, 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 pop.
That's how you
That's
do
how I do it.
Is that how they taught you in the class that you went to?
No, they taught me 10 and 2, but because I'm a gangster, I gotta turn my wrist all the way this way.
Oh,
that's how the rappers do it.
Oh,
that's how the hip hoppers do it.
Yeah, see,
like that.
That's your gun.
Terrible.
There you go.
Terrible
you are
aim.
dangerous.
Upside down, though.
Yeah, because you gotta really, it's swag. When you shoot
Oh, it's
somebody, you gotta
swag.
swag.
Oh.
Nana and Maya, please.
Come on.
Don't.
Put a little swag
Put your
on
guns up.
Nana has his gun.
Nana is praying.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Like this. He was doing it right. 10 and 2, like this. Not all this. You gotta do it with 2 hands.
No, Cool Joe. Blue Hill Ave is a very, very safe space. We've got lighting structures. Soon they're gonna beautify Blue Hill Ave, and we're gonna have trees and
the bus stops will have a gardens on top of them.
Gardens on top of them.
Yes, it's a lovely area, Cool
Yes.
Joe Clinton. Don't
Very-
even try to taint our lovely Blue Hill Avenue.
All you might see here is a little sellage of the kacha.
Yeah.
Sellage of the kacha.
And I mean, and Puffy made that legal, so
Hey.
Blue Hill Ave is a beautiful place.
As long as there's no trafficking over state lines.
Oh, well, stay on one side of the street then, because is it city lines or state lines?
State
Town
lines.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, because if you cross Morton Street, you're in a different town, and that's trafficking. You see?
Yes, I see what you said there.
Suspect in shooting at Boston Parade to face judge after Georgia capture. A man accused of opening fire at a Caribbean festival.
At the mass shooting of the Caribbean Festival.
Yeah, will face a judge today after spending more than 6 months on the run as a fugitive. Gerald Vick, 31, of Dorchester, is slated to appear in Suffolk Superior Court. He was arrested last month in Georgia and has been wanted man since he allegedly removed his court-ordered electronic monitoring bracelet the night before his scheduled trial in December 2024. Gerald, what you do that for?
I know, Gerald. Like, if y'all want to shoot people, I don't really believe that Carnival Day is the day to do it. Like I feel like it's just so much going on already that all that extra chaos is very unnecessary. Now, I don't recommend that you shoot anybody any day. However, on that day, maybe you should refrain. Stay home,
Just stay home.
Just stay home.
Yeah, stay home.
Get your beef. Maybe if you stay home and think about it, maybe you'll change your mind about the shooting in the first place and you wouldn't be arrested.
Or why don't you just come out and dance?
Yeah.
Put some paint and powder on your body and just dance with your
say all the time.
with your enemies.
Bring your machine and bring your queen and bring.
And leave the
Left
machine.
your machine and bring your queen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go wine on a gal. Like, it's a
Right.
day to really just kind of free up and have fun and do the foolishness that you've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like, now, that's not the time to come shoot. The police out there, they just won't. They be a good day. They just go and want to rest. Or they want to just
gaze
sit
at a
there.
bombsy or something like that. Anyhow, Vic was scheduled to face charges of 8 counts of assault and battery with a firearm, unlawful possession of a machine gun, unlawful possession of a firearm, and firearm use in the commission of a felony before he fled the Bay State, according to the Boston police. And here's a picture of him running away, and I saw him run by.
And I wonder if I can see me in that picture too. Go the one down.
Up. 6 men and 2 women were injured in the shooting at the city's Juve parade in the area of 15 Talbot Ave on Saturday, August 26, 2023. All of the victims suffered non-life-threatening gunshot wounds, and thank goodness. Vic was arrested shortly after his shooting, was ordered held on $6,000, even though prosecutors asked for no bail. He ultimately posted bail, removed his GPS, and was subsequently added to the Boston Police Department's most wanted list, and then was found last week. He's going to jail now. Going to jail now. And unfortunately, update about the accident in Milton that we told you guys about yesterday.
Yeah.
The third person has died in that crash.
God, yeah.
So all 3 people involved. The Norfolk County DA's office has announced that a third person is dead after Saturday's fatal crash in Milton. The district attorney's office says that the driver and sole occupant of the Mercedes-Benz GLB 250, a 47-year-old Charles A. Ositi of Mattapan, has died.
Wow.
Norfolk County DA also revealed the identities of the 2 victims inside the Corolla, the driver, Diane Myers, 71 of Dorchester, and the passenger, her son, Jonathan Myers, 39. The crash, which occurred on Randolph Ave and Hillside Street, remains under investigation.
Oh, poor thing. That's
It's
sad.
awful. That's
3
really,
people,
really bad.
man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is that. That is the local news. Quick pause for the cause. We're going to be back with Finn's Fusion.
Make sure you guys tune in. 1191 Blue Hill Live, Finn's Fusion. They specialize in breakfast and all kinds of great food. So make sure you guys come through and And they got $6 meals, $6 lunch meals.
Oh, yeah.
We love those, okay? Over here in the hood. So we'll be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
Good morning. You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Spark FM.
Often I hear people talking about how high their electricity bills are. Massachusetts has programs that everyday homeowners pay for, but never look into. Have you ever considered why some homes have panels and others don't? If you have Eversource, National Grid, or Unitil for electricity, you are paying for your neighbors to get panels at no cost. The charges are on the bill. Why not get someone to pay for yours? This program also helps with re-roofing, tree cutting, and electrical upgrades. If you're tired of short-term solutions for a long-term problem, connect with Bakari to find out if your home meets the requirements to upgrade at no cost out of pocket. Save the planet, future-proof your family for power outages, and save tens of thousands of dollars on an otherwise lifelong bill. Mention Spark when you call or text SPARK to 617-833-8940 to get 2 months off your power bill covered if your home gets selected.
Eunice Production, Friends Lifestyle Group presents their 9th annual Togetherness Boat Ride. It's the Animal Print Edition. Happens to be Saturday, July the 19th. Boarding times at 7 p.m. We sail at 8 p.m. sharp. There's going to be 2 floors of music. Your Latin DJ, DJ Sergio, DJ Alfredito, DJ Yomi, and your Caribbean DJ, Q Major, and Vital Rhythms. Featuring live performances by Yo Fugo, Junta Group, and Tempo Rhythm International. Sound system provided by Ross Entertainment. This is all going to be taking place at 70 Rose Wharf. Get your tickets right now at togetherness.eventbrite.com. Regular tickets are $65. Same day tickets are $75. It's a 21+ event. And do remember there's a drinks inclusive party bus available to and from the dock for only $60. For more information, contact 617-719-3972 or 646-379-4889. It's a 9th annual Togetherness Boat Ride. Get your tickets now.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time home buyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Boston's new home for urban Caribbean music. Spark FM. Spark FM. Playing all your favorite hits from reggae. Spark FM.
If you no mess with the way you are gonna see a million. We got it gon' go long just like the Amazon.
Spark FM.
I know that life is not easy. No say we are for win, yeah. Walk with the camera like Jesus.
Soca. Hip hop.
Yeah, we going crazy.
R&B.
You could do damage. You could do damage.
Afrobeats and much more. Spark FM. Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
You about to play Christmas music?
I'm
Can you start
wondering.
it? I like it.
That was Christmas.
It was very
we are
weird.
drinking sorrel.
I don't know what that was.
Welcome back. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We are back, Saucy and Friends, #1 for your favorite morning, blackest, hottest, sauciest morning show here. And one thing that we do love here is to highlight small businesses. Especially food businesses, especially when they bring us food.
I love that.
So welcome to the show. And our special feature for today, we have Jason from Finn's Fusion, located at 1191 Blue Hill Ave. If you don't know where that is, that's probably because I'm not sure. It's right underneath us. And this is where we get our meals from every day. Welcome to Spark FM, Jason.
Welcome. Thank you for being here with us this morning.
Thank you.
I'm really excited to have you here because we have been neighbors for over a year now.
Yes.
And this is the first time that you've been in here other than to provide us nourishment.
What about back?
So how are you? Bring it closer, the mic.
I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. Just going through the struggles of trying to get this business going.
Yeah. So tell us about who are you? Like, how did you get into cooking and owning a restaurant? Do you know that did you ever imagine that you would be in this position?
Actually, this journey has been since I was 16 years old.
Really? Yeah.
Since I was 16, after I left high school, I always wanted to own my own restaurant. I actually had a name for it, just as similar to Fusion. I wanted to name my restaurant back then in '98 the Melting Pot.
No, I like that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I even remember going in when I graduated from high school in '98. There was Bank Boston.
Yeah. Oh wow.
We went. Me and my buddy walked into a Bank Boston and asked them for a loan to open a restaurant.
Just so, can I get
and this was in '98. Two young black boys were walking in. They laughed at us.
Yeah.
They was like, "What you got so we could take? What's your credentials?"
Yeah.
So it kind of went on the back burner a little bit. As far as cooking, I've always could cook from just watching my grandmother.
Yeah.
But I really, really got into cooking. I hope my wife's not listening. To impress ladies.
Really? Tristan, I see what you do now.
So,
key to my heart is my belly. So
when I realized you could feed a woman, just give her a good joke.
Yeah.
It was golden for me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is such a mean thing to say because women really do a good laugh and a hearty meal.
Yeah.
You're there.
Yeah.
You've got that.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from the island of Dominica.
Okay. I knew that, but I just wanted to make sure that people knew that. And when did you come here?
I came to Boston in 1996.
Oh, wow.
I've been living here since I was 16.
Yeah.
I came here in 96. My wife, who was also my wife who's also part of the business. She's from Guyana.
Yeah.
So you're getting a little
your
mix.
wife's Guyanese.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
And
I
don't know how to say it.
Say it.
Our other business partner,
Yeah.
which is my first son's mom.
Yeah.
She's Nigerian.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's why you have
Jollof
jollof rice.
rice.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the fusion.
Yeah. So the Dominican.
So you got both of you.
I like how West Indian men move.
You got us two women.
Yeah.
No,
it's
two extra respect.
But that's a melting pot in general.
In general,
and that speaks to so many layers of your business too.
Yeah.
It is a family-run business.
Yeah.
You are fusing your family together because you guys are family, regardless of whatever.
Right.
And now you have a restaurant that you guys could all run and leave a legacy for your kids for. And I think that's super dope.
That's amazing.
How was
I
that
love that.
conversation, boss?
Honestly, the women are much grown than I was.
Yeah.
Because I hesitated a lot
Like
to bring it together.
Yeah.
And when it came together, it was so easy. I'm like, why didn't I do this before?
Right. Yeah. Because men are dumb.
Yeah. no, we
You guys don't think as as critically, I
Yes.
guess. Yeah.
We more
Logistically.
thinking like, damn, what's gonna happen?
Right, right.
What's gonna happen? What's
Yeah.
gonna happen? And when they meet, it's like, oh, hey, how are
Yep.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, my baby. You want to hold him?
That's how me and my child's father
Yeah,
is.
and I'm like,
come on, bring the boy over here. Let's go
yeah.
to Chipotle.
Now we all hang out.
Yeah.
Like, my first son's mom, she has another kid where we hang out with. He
Yeah.
comes to the house and
Yeah.
just chill.
And how many kids do you have?
I have 2 boys.
Two boys,
You
yeah.
maybe don't see the older
Oh,
one.
he's
too
here. He looked just like you. He got your whole face on.
But that like, and that speaks to the fusion name, because it's more than just fusion in your food. It's
Yes.
also fusion in your family, and then which translates into the food, which is awesome, because you do have a wide variety of things going on down there.
So tell us about your menu.
Yeah, so we try to make our menu kind of inviting to everyone.
Yeah.
Not just the West Indian community, especially living in Mattapan. You live in amongst everyone.
Yeah.
So lately, it's very funny. In the past 2 months, what I've been selling the most has been steak and cheese.
Yeah.
Steak and cheese on cocoa bread.
So that's another thing that is interesting here, because this is the old Lenny's Bakery
Yes.
that we're in, and one of his famous dishes was a steak and cheese on patty on cocoa bread.
Yep.
And okay.
So, and it's very funny with that, because I used to just do that at home for the kids.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I could sell this in a restaurant. And once I brought it here and I started selling it, everyone like, oh, Lenny's used to do this.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
I wasn't even aware. I used to come to Lenny's to buy bread.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
Bigger,
it
yeah.
on Saturdays.
Yep.
So
And Lenny's used to have currants rolls too. I remember that.
Did they?
Yeah.
yeah, they had currants roll, they had cake.
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it was, kind of surprising when the only remark I get, oh, you don't, because I do it like a steak and cheese sub.
Yeah.
I guess Lenny's did it a little different.
Like a sandwich.
the gravy.
Yeah.
He did it the whole gravy
Yeah.
and everything.
Yep.
But I still have this one I'm doing. It has people like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, like
It's gonna be me probably.
couple people once they
Once they get it-
grab the
yeah,
door
yeah.
handle,
Yeah.
I go in the back. I don't even ask them what they want.
So one of the other things that we're always boasting about here is your stuffed bakes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell us about the stuffed bakes are bakes, and he stuffs them with either saltfish
Saltfish.
or
Smoked
bacon.
So
herring,
you could stuff them with saltfish, smoked herring, tuna, or corned beef.
What do you have here?
So I have a variety of a couple things. Cakes. Those are
Okay.
saltfish.
Oh, and those are good.
Saltfish cake. Ooh.
Yeah, we make them a little smaller, and that means in that way you get a little more saltfish and less flour.
Oh, we like that. What else do we have here?
Those are egg balls.
Oh, egg balls.
wrapped in cassava something. But with this mango sauce, yeah.
The egg ball today, especially, the egg ball is kind of touching.
Oh man, they didn't hear us for a little bit. They didn't hear us for like 2 minutes, but we're good now.
They said the egg ball is
today especially, the egg ball is kind of touching. How the person who taught me to make it passed away last night.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Now I'm gonna cry.
So
Jesus.
It's one of the few things my wife's mom teaches to make, and I mastered it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, that one I could do, and I hope my.
I am so sorry.
I'm
so sorry to hear
she
that.
Passed away last night, and but.
She left a beautiful legacy here because that was absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
I dog that.
I was just talking to my sister. I said, from now on, every time I make this, I'm going to think about her.
Yeah.
How's your wife doing?
She's holding on.
Yeah,
I love her.
And that's just to also give you a break, but just to talk about like your support around you. You have your sister here with you that just came to kind of help you out.
Sister.
Yeah, she's so cute.
She is.
And then your wife, we see her down there all the time, and such a pleasant demeanor.
Yeah.
Like she's always smiling. Hi Danielle. Like things like that. You feel good and. Like we hear there's 3 businesses in this building, and Finn is probably our glue that sticks us together because you're such a good person. I hope you understand, like how you've helped this transition for me too just feel a lot better about, just being here and the things that we've talked about and gone through together and growing our businesses. It's really just a very important thing.
Yeah.
To have people that actually care about you that don't know about you. So
Can I?
Thank you.
Talking about in that case, first I want to commend you. On your business.
Thank you.
I don't know if you remember when you were on the other station with the other guy with the big voice.
Big City.
Val
Beats.
No, it was the other guy you used to do the morning show with.
Val Beats.
The guy, and I think he's family-owned barber chef or...
Oh, it is Val Beats. Yeah,
that's his name?
Val Beats.
Okay.
I'm like, whoa.
I've been listening to you forever.
Oh.
Like literally, first time I heard you, you cracked a joke. I went to my friend. I'm like, yo, do you know this girl? She's hilarious. I said, she needs her own show. I literally said, this girl needs her own show. Who is she? I literally went stalking, who's this girl? And I was checking you out. Then I literally was listening to that show because of you.
Oh, thank you.
Like literally. And the first day I saw you downstairs, I'm like, wait.
I remember that day. You was like, are you that girl? I was like, yes, I am.
I'm like, wait, because we all cool with the realtors.
Yeah.
So I knew there was a station coming here. I just didn't know which station.
Okay.
So when I met you, I'm like, oh my God, it's her. It's Sparks. I didn't know your name. I just know Sparks.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, oh my God, it's Sparks. So I want to
thank you.
Congratulate you guys on this place is beautiful.
Thank you.
I came up here. Well, I've been sneaking in since they were doing the work.
Finn is also our extra manager here. I'll be like, Finn, please let the guy in.
I've been sneaking in here since they started doing work. Every time I come downstairs, whoever your contractor was, he did a good job. And this place, I love it. It's beautiful. It's very spacious. Yeah.
And that's what neighbors do. We support our and we don't knock each other down.
Yeah.
Especially when we see the good work and the real work that is being done. So again, flowers to flowers. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
I'm effing up this sandwich so good. And honestly, I don't drink sorrel. I don't do it. I'm tearing this up.
Yeah.
This is good.
This ginger beer, I get ginger beer or ginger tea from Finn's.
She talks about your ginger beer all the time.
Yeah,
Tuesday through Friday, and I'm very, very happy with this. It's spicy, but it hits in the right way.
Yes.
And it's good for you.
Yes. We thank you all for the I know all y'all stalkers. That's what y'all people are in the comment section. Okay, so tell us one more time. Where are you located? How can we find you? When are you open?
So we are located at 1191 Blue Hill Ave. As of now, we are open from 7:30 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Golly.
I just got my confirmation that I could open longer.
Oh, good.
So in the next couple of weeks, because the crowd here is kind of funny. It seems like a lot of the business starts like
Late.
after 3:30. So I'm trying to catch the late people. So in the next couple of weeks, I will be extending my hours to 9 o'clock.
Wow.
Is that a lot on you? Yes, clearly.
Yeah, but
it'll be work.
It's not my first business.
Yeah.
So I know the work that goes into trying to open. Do you have your own business? I had another business for 5 years, and when it's you alone, you have to be there. You have to make sure everything is going right. I know I annoy some people downstairs sometimes because I'm like, no. I need the onions on this side. I know I do that. So, but it's what I have to do to. This is my
function. Yeah.
To function.
Yeah.
This is something I wanted to do since I was 16 years old. So, I'm not gonna take it lightly.
Yeah.
So as I said, we're in the process of extending our hours. Maybe in the next 2 weeks. And we also in the process of, we want to we have taken off a bunch of things on the menu and we want to add some things. Right now we're talking about doing roti.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe not as big as some of the other places do it. I want to do it more how we used to do it in the islands, like a burrito.
Yeah.
I never
Wait, rice?
No.
Oh.
No. In the islands. In the islands, we don't eat roti on a plate.
See, yeah, you eat them in your hand,
In your
like
hand.
a little to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I want to do it like that. So my wife and I are kind of battling like that. So hopefully I get my way and do it how I
Hopefully, because it's my wife. Hopefully I get my way.
But at the end of the day, I don't care how it goes out as long as people come and get it. You asked where you could find us. As of now, you could find Finn's Fusion on Facebook, Finn's Fusion. You could also find us on Instagram. You could find us on TikTok.
Sorry, my bad. sorry.
On Instagram at Finn's Fusion Cuisine.
Yes. And you find us on TikTok. And right now, we are in process of working on the website. So the website should be up anytime now.
Okay.
So
we'll be looking out for it. And again, Finn's always here, always checking in with us. So at any point, if you guys, come over here, make sure you stop downstairs, buy a stuffed bake, buy something.
Buy an egg bowl.
Egg bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. And make sure that you guys, support Black businesses in your neighborhoods that are doing really great. I know a lot of people order from here or hear the show and say, oh, I went downstairs. So thank you for telling me that you guys did, because it's important to know that, we are also helping each other in this building that we have here to make sure. And if y'all need a little drink, go next door. It might be a little expensive, but you could go get it. They got everything. They even got deli meats. But we'll have them up soon as well. But Finn, Thank you so much for all your support.
No
Thank
problem.
you for being a great neighbor and a friend. And, we're going to be downstairs all the time.
Thanks a lot for plugging me all the time.
Absolutely. We never will stop. As long as you here, keep feeding us. We will keep feeding you.
Yes.
Yes. You see that? You see that?
So, the grand opening.
Oh, yes. Grand opening.
So we're going to be having the grand opening this Saturday, finally.
What time?
It's going to be from 12 to 3.
From 12 to 3. But you're open all day anyways.
Yes, we're going to be open. So, come get some free food. We're going to have some, not everything is going to be free.
Yeah.
We're going to have some things like, bakes.
Yeah.
The sampler plates, some, so just come by. Enjoy some music.
12 to 3, Finn's Fusion, 1191 Blue Hill Ave, grand opening. You can get some free samples. And then you can support black business. Come outside, come hang out with us. We'll be downstairs greeting you guys.
Yep.
Hello, welcome to Finn's Fusion. Who are you? Don't worry. Can I get a t-shirt?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
She love a polo shirt.
I love a polo.
Oh, no.
No, I don't. I'll
The
take a
polos are
regular shirt.
specific to me.
Oh, fine. Wow. He's like, no, that's my shirt.
Can I say one more thing?
Yes, absolutely.
Two things actually. I made a post before. I have my front has a very large space for any one of your listeners who wants to do a pop-up shop or something. I am open to someone coming in talking to me, as long as you're not selling food. You could come downstairs, you could come and check.
Oh, that's a dope little. That's
I
dope.
like that.
So if you have a craft or if you
Yes.
have a something like
little
that, and
business.
you want to just come in and get it, moving for the day, that's awesome. That's good. That's good.
So anyone want to come, to check me out.
All right, I like it, and we'll make sure that we share that information with you, how you guys could contact them and get scheduled and things like that. As we get that information, we'll make sure that we share it with you guys as well. Again, we got to go to commercial break. We will be back soon, but again, thank you, Jason.
Thank
it was
you.
great to finally have you up here. This won't be the last you see of him, so make sure you guys come back soon. With that said, we are going to slide on over to the side, pay some bills, and we'll be right back with our national entertainment news. Keep it locked right here to Spark FM.
All right.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Tris.
What is this, Doctor?
This is
Well, Spark of New England, Spark FM.
bringing the heat back to the airwaves.
Turn us up.
All right.
Let's take a look.
Advertise your business brand or music on Spark FM. Contact us at sparkfmonline.com for more information.
Each and every Saturday night from 6 to 9 p.m. inside the Avenue, where you bring the drinks and we bring the vibe. My name is Gary Banton alongside my co-host Big Trini right here in SparkFMOnline.com, the #1 place for soca, hip-hop, R&B, and more. Each and every Saturdays from 6 to 9 p.m. It's the Avenue.
Under the city lights and open sky, Boston's about to feel the beat like never before. On Tuesday, August 20th from 5 to 10 p.m., Pan on the Plaza is back, turning City Hall Plaza into a high-energy celebration of Caribbean rhythm, resilience, and joy. Pan on the Plaza is free and open to the public, and it's more than just a concert. This is a full-on cultural experience that brings the soul of the Caribbean straight to downtown Boston. Come vibe with the sweet sounds of local steel pan performers, including the oldest steel orchestra in North America branches. Whether you're a lifelong fan of pan music or you're just curious to experience something new, this event is for everyone. Families, professionals, elders, youth, you name it. So bring your friends, bring your flags, and bring your dancing shoes. This is going to be one unforgettable night of unity and pride under the stars. Pan on the Plaza, August 20th, 5 to 10 p.m., Boston City Hall Plaza. See you there.
Praise the Lord, City of Boston. This is Brother Chris right here on Spark FM.
Come on, sing it.
worship each and every Sunday morning, 6 to 10 a.m. Let's get our praise on.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad. Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path, because when you talk, they hear you. Learn more at underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Friends Lifestyle Group presents their 9th annual Togetherness Boat Ride. It's the Animal Print Edition. Happens to be Saturday, July the 19th. Boarding times at 7 p.m. We sail at 8 p.m. sharp. There's going to be 2 floors of music. Your Latin DJ, DJ Sergio, DJ Alfredito, DJ Yomi, and your Caribbean DJ, Q Major, and Vital Rhythms. Featuring live performances by Your Fugo, Junta Group, and Tempo Rhythm International. Sound system provided by Ross Entertainment. This is all going to be taking place at 70 Rose Wharf. Get your tickets right now at togetherness.eventbrite.com. Regular tickets are $65. Same day tickets are $75. It's a 21 plus event. And do remember there's a drinks inclusive party bus available to and from the dock for only $60. For more information, contact 617-719-3972 or 646-379-4889. It's the 9th annual Togetherness Boat Ride. Get your tickets now.
Boston's new home for urban Caribbean music. Spark FM. Spark FM. Playing all your favorite hits from reggae. Spark FM.
If you no mess with the way you are gonna see a million. We got it gon' go long just like the Amazon.
Spark FM.
I know that life is not easy. No say we are for win, yeah. Walk with the camera like Jesus.
Soca. Hip hop.
Yeah, we going crazy.
R&B.
You could do damage. You could do damage.
Afrobeats and much more. Spark FM. Spark FM.
Spark FM Online, number 1 for urban and Caribbean music. We are back in the building. We just finished talking to Finn's Fusion Cuisine, located at 1191 Blue Hill Ave, right underneath Spark FM radio station. So excited to finally be able to introduce you guys to the man behind the name. So that was dope. It's time to get into our national news. Mass lawmakers make latest push to lift happy hour ban.
We forgot to add that to them.
Yep, this is a little bit of local news, but this should be national because come on! Could happy hour finally come to Massachusetts? Local lawmakers are once again making a push for an early evening bargains at bars statewide. State Senator Julian Kerr, who represents the Cape and Islands, spoke virtually at a public hearing at the State House Monday. He fought alongside other alcohol-related bills in front of the Committee on Consumer Protection Licensure. I think we need to be honest that we have a bit of a fun problem, he said. I think it's high time we join most other states in having happy hour as an option. Do you want to go to that clip? There's not much more here. Massachusetts is... Oh, here we go.
Once again, making a push to no longer have happy hour as a thing of the past in Massachusetts.
I think we do need to be honest that we have a bit of a fun problem.
A big problem for State Senator Julian Sear, who represents the Cape and Islands.
I think it's high time that we join most other states in having happy hour be an option.
Massachusetts just one of only a few states where happy hour is banned. But Senator Sear wants that to change. He fought for the bill at a public hearing Monday that would allow cities and towns to decide.
Want to give a tool to cities and towns who want to have it for economic revitalization and also to have a little more fun.
The biggest pushback for years, though, Sear says, has been lobbyists representing large restaurants and chains statewide who don't want competition.
Last I checked, right, we want innovation, we want competition in our hospitality sector. We should be fostering that in Massachusetts, not just preserving, corporate profits for a small set.
I didn't know that was the reason.
Cookie cutter restaurants.
I didn't know
I
that.
would like to have it.
If other cities can get by doing it, why can't we?
It's a no-brainer for most young Boston residents.
I think it will help a lot of the bars around here, even maybe the less popular ones.
I think people are going to find a reason and excuse no matter what.
I feel like happy hour brings people together more than just like going and getting a drink.
Sears said the ban since the 80s hasn't directly curbed drunk driving either. And should
That's what I thought it
close
was
down
about.
for
That's
good.
what
I just hear how boring Boston is, how boring Massachusetts is. I think a lot of that has to do with restrictive liquor laws that we've had in place, in some cases for over a century.
Sear tells me that bill right now is in front of the committee, and they should have a decision on it by the fall.
Put that through,
before
man.
it would go to the Senate floor.
Put that through,
On scene
man.
in South Boston, I'm Daniel Coates.
I guess I don't. I that last piece that they just had in there was super important. It's been said, or it's been made to be known to us, that it was because of drunk driving and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But if it hasn't curbed it by a significant amount, then what is the reason that we're not doing it?
Let people.
Yeah, let people drink. Like, I would like to get a little piece of a happy hour after work.
Well, what is the happy hour?
I feel like, personally, I do feel like happy hour is what exactly Applebee's and stuff be having.
Yeah.
A $5 margarita
Yep.
and a $2 twisted tea.
Yeah.
Like those kind of things
And
are what
half price on appetizers.
Yeah,
Isn't that
that's happy hour. So why is it okay for them to do it but a little bar can't?
Yeah, I agree.
And then that other thing about corporate bars not wanting competition, that's too bad.
Oh, those are corporate bars, because they used to have nice happy hours at what's the steakhouses, Ruth's Chris, and all of those used to have happy hours as well. So what that's I don't know.
I guess that's a bad thing. I guess people can't have fun no more in America.
But of course, he would be from the Cape, though.
How do you feel about that? How old are you? 21? Do you drink?
No.
Oh,
You don't feel no way.
Good, Nana. Good. Stay away from drinking. It's terrible. Who's to blame for Texas flooding tragedy? Donald Trump.
Yeah.
There's a lot of finger pointing. So the Texas rains hadn't even slowed before the debate began about why forecasts had underestimated the devastating flooding over Independence Day weekend. Local and state officials, social media users, and even the meteorology community raised questions. What were the National Weather Service forecasts? Why is it so hard to know where rain will fall? Did staff reductions at the Weather Service and other budget cuts by the Trump administration contribute to the catastrophe?
Damn.
What role did weather balloons play in the storm forecast? Answers to some of these questions and many others may never be adequately answered, especially for the families of dozens of children swept away by flood waters.
So awful.
At least 81 people have died by now.
I think it's up to over 100 now.
108 as of this morning.
Oh, so as of July 4th, 81 people had died and
Yeah.
6 more dozens were injured or remain missing.
Yeah.
On a weekend when families often celebrate with cookouts and fireworks, these families overwhelmed with grief were providing DNA samples to a state laboratory could rapidly identify victims.
Yeah.
A series of circumstances colliding at the worst possible location and time caused the tremendous flooding, several meteorologists told USA Today during a July 6th conference. Texas state officials said that they would be much to discuss in the weeks ahead.
Yeah.
So who's to blame?
Who is to blame?
The National Weather Service office did everything they could to form everything to do from everything I can tell. Despite the recent cuts to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, was that NOAA?
Yes.
The Weather Service performed well in Texas tragedy and the recent deadly flooding in Kentucky, Master said. It reminds us how important it is to have talented, experienced people at a well-funded national weather. So basically what I've heard instead of this article is that when Trump had DOGE make all of those cuts to reduce the federal workforce, he got rid of and laid off a lot of weather people. So when this came,
and air traffic controllers,
controllers.
Yeah.
So when this came, it was a short staff and they weren't able to predict it right. So they're blaming so many people instead of blaming the people who they should blame, which is Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
And you know, he's obviously going to blame the states
Yep.
because they should already know everything that they should know so that the federal government doesn't have to do anything but go golfing.
Yeah.
And
I read so many sad stories of recounts of survivors and things from this flood, how the camp counselors were like writing the girls' names on their bodies so that they could be identified when they were found,
Wow.
just in case. They said that they found a set of sisters who were found with their holding hands, and they had just sent a text message to their grandparents telling their grandparents that they loved them, and the grandparents are still missing. Like all kinds of just really like sad stories. Like one man who rescued a lot of the people and then survived, and he has like really bad survivor's remorse now and things like that. It's just so sad. Awful.
Play this clip here.
Phase out FEMA?
Yeah.
Well, FEMA is something we can talk about later.
When?
But right now they're busy working, so we'll leave it at that.
In light of the floods, do you think that the federal government needs to hire back any of the meteorologists who were fired in the last few months?
I wouldn't know that. I really wouldn't. I would think not. This was the thing that happened in seconds. Nobody expected it. Nobody saw it. Very talented people are there, and they didn't see it. It's, I guess they said once in 100 years they've never seen anything like this. So I wouldn't, people are trying to blame the school. They're trying.
He speaks in such absolutes nothing.
Do you think that Donald Trump crashes out every night? Like
Every night.
Every night.
Every night.
He must have a crash out. Like, what the
I mean, does he? Or does he? You want to say something?
I think so.
I'm surprised he wasn't doing this.
Yeah. Right.
I think that's when he's doing good, he feels like that. But in this case, he's kind of... So you asked that question, and I don't know. I think that Donald Trump goes to sleep and sleeps like a baby. Like a small...
I don't think
like
he sleeps.
I think he does. I think
Have
that
you
as
seen his
soon...
Twitter
I think he
page?
clocks out at 5, goes golfing,
And wakes up
has
at
a
7.
drink... McDonald's and goes to sleep like
Really?
a child
Look at his Twitter page. The man does not sleep.
because he's haunted. Then.
Yes.
There's probably not more than a 3 hour increment where Donald Trump doesn't tweet.
So are we under the school of thought that he doesn't believe what he's saying?
I don't
He's
think
just
he
lying?
knows what he's saying. He doesn't know what he's saying. He has no idea of what is going on. Donald Trump, I think, expected that this country was going to be running smooth with the decisions that he's made. I think that whole Elon Musk fallout is something that he will have a very, very hard time recovering from. And I think that he absolutely does not know what he's talking about. And I think he is caught by surprise every single
time?
day. And he's like, when is it the F gonna end?
Like it didn't work out how I said it was going
Right.
to work.
Yeah, like,
so
this is crazy.
He lives in a state of confusion.
Yeah, I
like-
think he is totally confused. I mean, we've heard about his cognitive decline, and I think that his mental status must be in an like his brain. He must be like the angry emoji from whatever. Like every night, I think he blows his top because that's why his hair looks like that. He doesn't know what the hell is going on.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That does make sense.
Yeah. I think it's awful. Pride cometh before the fall, and he is falling rapidly. Donald Trump and a lot of these Donald Trump acting mofos out here in the world, keep on doing the foolishness that you're doing. You will fall. You will fall. And
Message.
you will fall hard. Absolute message. No need for no long status. That's what it is. Keep it up.
Trump says U.S. will send more weapons to Ukraine after halting some shipments.
Oh, now he's going to help Ukraine?
He's not helping Ukraine because he's helping Netanyahu more. Netanyahu just recommended this for the Nobel Peace Prize again.
Yep, he did.
It is crazy to me that he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it.
Why is he gonna get it? Because who gonna stop him, boo?
He's helping. He's helping to stop the war.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, who's gonna not give it to him? They didn't Time make him the man of the year
every day,
every year. So there's like, and does that matter? No. What does it matter if he gets the Nobel Peace Prize? What does it matter to him?
It matters, you know what it matters, because I hate it. This is what I hate it. Friggin' hate it. I don't want any nice thing to happen. I wish bad mind on him all the time. Passengers will no longer have to take their shoes off at the airport.
Yeah.
We got clearance anyway. We have to do that anyhow.
Pre-check. Clock it.
Nearly 20 years after airline passengers were first required to remove their shoes for security, the policy is being phased out. The TSA is planning to allow passengers to keep their shoes on when they go through the general security line as many major airports across the country, two sources told ABC News. An unexpected memo went out to TSA officers across the country last week, stating the new policy will allow passengers to keep their shoes on in all screening lanes at many airports across the country starting on Sunday. The goal is to roll the new policy out to all U.S. airports shortly. According to the memo, previously only passengers in the TSA pre-check line was able to keep their shoes on in the most cases.
And children, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The transportation agency has spent years looking for an innovative way to allow passengers to move faster through the security checkpoints. Passengers who trigger the alarm at the scanners or magnetometers. Oh, wow. However, will be required to take their shoes off for additional screening, according to the memo. Because the shoes do take a long time.
Do you remember when that started?
9/11, right?
No, the shoe bomber.
Oh, yeah.
And he tried to set off the bombs and they didn't go
Yes,
off.
yep,
So then that's when they started all of that. But
that's so interesting because, you've ever been in front of a line, in front of like an older person, and you've been like, Mom! Why you bring the most shoes with the most shoestring? Put on your Crocs.
Put on your
They
Crocs.
can't take it off.
Yeah. And then when they do get it through the line and they stand right there putting their shoe on instead of go sitting, taking your stuff and go sit at the bench and all
down.
that. Yeah, yeah.
Former In-N-Out employee suing company for $3 million after he says he fired for refusing to shave his sideburns.
In-N-Out burger.
Let's see the sideburns.
Sue them.
I just want to see a picture of the sideburn, because if them sideburns are the sideburns that I'm thinking that they are, like all the way
Mutton
down
chops?
to your then take it off, sue it. Or don't they got beard bonnets?
Yes.
Yeah,
they do.
He should put something like that on his face, and then that way that he can just do that.
Do you think he's gonna win this case?
Yes.
Yes,
It's discrimination.
He is gonna win this case.
Yeah, you can't just be discriminating against people's sideburns.
What does it look
He's
like?
only 21 years old. He's gonna win that.
Oh.
What is the sideburns? Did you see the sideburns?
No.
Oh.
That's terrible. Keep on going. See if it's any.
But he's
picture
21. They can't be that big.
Tristan, some men is hairy.
These children start growing beards at 13 these
They
days.
sure do.
13, unless.
Moving into the entertainment news, Essence Fest owns up to delays after Lauryn Hill played to a nearly empty arena at 2:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill. Wait, what?
Yeah. They said she finished at 3-something in the morning.
Why?
Well, Lauren is famously late, but I don't think it was her fault.
It wasn't
this
her.
time.
It seems like it's not her fault this time.
They had delays in the show, so a lot of people ended up starting later than their start times. And by the time Lauryn Hill got to onto the stage, it was 2 a.m. And they said it was like hundreds of people in the thousands of people arena, and she ended up performing until 3:34 in the morning.
I love Lauryn Hill. However, good for her. Because Lauryn Hill has been way too late too many times for people. And people are probably like, she's probably going to be late even with the delays. So I'm just going to take myself home. And that's what happens when you're not good to your customers.
Yep.
Because, that ain't right. But
Sauce and I went to a Lauryn Hill concert, and I forget who the opening act was, if there was one. We waited for Lauryn Hill. It had to be about 2.5 hours. Lauren hit that stage, and we left promptly 10 minutes after she
10
started.
minutes after.
Because it was like, first of all, we was, and second of all, what
What
the
do
hell?
you sing? What are you saying?
What the hell, Auntie? We can't even sing along to none of these songs. I can't get.
I don't like that. That's one thing I don't like is that Lauren's music is so iconic that when you see her live, you want to hear it like how it sounds.
Like how it sounds, and she
does
not do that.
She
And
does
it's
not.
just like I can't sing along. We want to sing along. We want to say whoa.
Sometimes she does it, like very rare though.
At the stage of Essence Fest at 2:35 a.m. in front of a nearly empty crowd in New Orleans Superdome, according to attendees and cell phone footage.
Oh wow!
Look at that. That's terrible.
Oh my God, bro.
Wow.
No, man. What the man? Get your ass.
Yeah.
Do you see that? What is she? They said it was like hundreds of people compared to the place that fits thousands and was packed earlier.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Or maybe it was a sound check.
It's bad. I don't know. You think it was a sound check? I don't know what it was, but
Well,
it's awful.
you know.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg shows off his adorable new puppy baby boy, and the little guy has his own Instagram. That's awesome. I'm still a little mad at Snoop Dogg.
Snoop
you
and
know,
Nelly. I'm mad at them.
well, Snoop Dogg I can get over. Nelly, I think he's a coon socket, so I don't want to. I'm not even gonna give him that dog is a friggin' adorable.
Coon socket.
He's a coon socket. His name is Baby Boy Brodus.
He's so cute. I love him.
Sierra Ortega exits Love Island, USA amid backlash over social media posts using a racial slur. Do you watch this?
No.
I started watching it the other day, and I was doing something else, so I couldn't.
I need to watch it.
I have watched it before. It's a great foolishness. It's one of my favorite foolishnesses to watch. So that is really, I'm gonna go back and watch it today while I do some work. Hopefully.
Maybe I will watch it today.
Cardi,
I
go
started
ahead.
watching Watson, and I like that.
Oh, Watson.
That's a woman one.
No, it's not. It's Morris Chestnut.
Oh, Watson is Morris Chestnut is Morris Chest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to
I
say.
see they got a woman Sherlock.
No. This is Morris Chestnut.
That's his sister.
That's his sister.
Is Watson.
That's his little sister.
He's of course Sherlock Holmes' best friend, and it picks up after. Remember the movie? Did you see the movie?
Yes.
Moriarty drowns them in the ocean, in the water, and then Morris Chestnut lives and becomes a real doctor. And it's good. And he's solving mysteries. It's like House.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Medical mysteries or
Matlock.
regular?
Medical mysteries.
Oh, why
I ain't
medical
thinking about no
mysteries?
Matlock. I ain't never seen Matlock.
I don't want him to sound medical mysteries. I want him to sound mysteries of death. This is what Sherlock used to solve death and things.
Sherlock history.
That's
Sherlock Holmes was a detective, but did everything. But Dr. Watson is a doctor, and so he's solving medical mysteries. It's good. Yeah.
Cardi B deletes all photos of Stephon Diggs because he's with me.
Because she's outside.
Spark split rumors 1 month after going Instagram official. There's been a lot of different rumors, and I don't like them all. So, I mean, let me be fair. I'm seeing a lot of articles online that he's saying that he that he left her because her BBL stinks.
Is that what the BBL stinks was about? I saw somebody post something about a BBL stinking.
Yeah.
He didn't say that, did he?
It's not confirmed anywhere, and I haven't seen it.
Because I've heard this.
So I had to research that.
Yeah, I heard this.
So if they near the incision line of the BBL, I guess if you don't do all of your proper massaging and stuff like that, it can seep out a nasty smell as it kind of rummages around. This is a very paraphrased phrase of what I saw today because I had to Google it. But they said that some BBLs do have a nasty smell. Especially if you go to places like, the Dominican Republic and those places to get your BBL. They usually are not done right, and they probably have. And, Cardi's is a little old. So, I don't know. I don't think it's true. I haven't confirmed it. I haven't seen any confirmations of it, but I have heard it. I have heard it.
Where he was smelling in her butt?
Probably, Tony.
Oh.
That's what people do when they're making love.
Oh, wow.
Smell each other's butt.
I hope that her BBL does not say, because isn't that infection? Isn't that called infection?
Sepsis.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Janet Jackson together again with Maxwell, this time holding hands in London. What that mean?
Her and Maxwell was seen on a date in London holding hands.
Maxwell
and Janet? That sounds sexy.
It does. It does sound sexy, right?
It sounds very movement.
Like very neo soul and smooth.
Janet Jackson and Maxwell might have a little something going on because they turned heads when they arrived hand in hand in the 1500th performance of Cabaret at the Kit Kat Club Monday evening in London. Check out the photos. They're beaming as they arrive at the famed Playhouse Theater to view the show, and they're certainly not trying to hide their PDA.
Good.
Just look at Janet. She's grinning from ear to ear and fully confident as she steps out with Maxwell in a white-legged pantsuit and slicked back hair. The Ascension Don't Ever Wonder singer compliments her beautifully in a pinstripe suit and looks happy to be with her by her side. They actually look kind of cute together.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm not mad
at it. You know, Maxwell doesn't look like the Maxwell that we know. He looks like a Bond villain, but I think that, I like it.
And you know who else I like? Jonathan Majors and Megan Wilson.
Megan Good?
Good.
Yes,
Megan
Good.
You
Megan
like
Wilson.
it? I hate it.
You know what? I think
don't
that
love it either, Triz.
I like it. They look aesthetically pleasing to the eye.
They're both funny looking.
They're both, hard bodied and chiseled, and they look good and they're cute. It works.
I like this contrast between them.
I do. I like it.
You like it, Nana? You like it? It's nice. I like it.
They should be close in age too, right?
Yeah.
Jan about 50.
No, Janet's like 60.
She had a baby at 50.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How old? She's 59.
How
and
old is Maxwell? He is 52. Okay, Janet, rob that cradle, girl. Honey.
Rob it, rock it.
Get that young whippersnapper involved.
Sure.
Yes, Janet. Well, that's it for today. That's all we have for this fine day here at Spark FM Morning Show. Tomorrow we have a double feature. We do have it is really food intensive. We have Bipla from Comfort Kitchen. Sorry, I'm like Commonwealth Kitchen. Comfort Kitchen, located right down there on Columbia Road, that little historical place that they just redid. It is a very wonderful place. Great date night, happy hangout with your girlies, things like that. So we'll be talking to Bipla, who owns that, and then later on we'll be talking to Kato, 100 Round Kato, which is one of Boston's most notorious rappers out here. He's been following us and supporting us since Henny and Hot Wings Day. So shout out to him, and we'll talk to him later on today too. So thank y'all. And then Friday we're gonna have a great show. We'll just make sure we confirm everything up for you guys because it's gonna be a special one.
Yes.
I'm going under my AC now.
Me too. This is AC. Anybody say here use this AC that I just put on. It's cooling down.
I'm on my bed.
Child, listen.
Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We outside. We are outside. Or inside under the AC, according to Tristan.
Wow.
Wait.
Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
You are now listening to Spark